Life can take a sudden and unpleasant turn for lovers, which may put a strain on their relationship, as is the case of Enzo and Monica. For these lovers, the only saving grace is how strong their love is. In the opening scene of Squared Love All Over Again, we see Enzo, a celebrity journalist, driving, and he lovingly looks at his girlfriend Monica sleeping peacefully. Monica is a down-to-earth teacher. He touches her face and assures her that they are almost there even though she is fast asleep. They arrive at a store and split up inside, with Monica going over to the magazine section. Some people are surprised to see Monica in the store. A happy fan walks up to Monica and asks that she sign a magazine, but Monica didn't have a pen on her, so she could not sign it. The fan walks away disappointed. As they are leaving the store, a lady runs after them to ask for an autograph. Enzo is about to sign only to realize that the fan is asking Monica instead. In the car, their manager calls and is happy to finally reach them because they switched off their phone. Monica is not happy to receive his call because he had promised them that if they go on vacation for a few months that the situation they had gotten themselves into will blow over. But it has not, because they are still trending on the magazine's cover. However, he ignores the accusation and catches them up on what has happened so far ever since they have left. He also tells them that the whole country fell in love with Monica ever since they left. Enzo is eager to hear some positive news about himself, but there is none, so he skipped that part. Next scene, Monica walks into the school and everyone greets her along the way. In one of the classes, some parents are arguing with the headmaster. They want their kids to be admitted into Monica's class because they saw her on magazine covers and in commercials. The headmaster tries convincing them that all the kids cannot be in Monica's class and that they have other teachers. When the parents see Monica, they relentlessly try to convince her to have their kids in her class. The headmaster is frustrated and walks out angrily, demanding that Monica sees him in his office right away. Enzo drives to Monica's father's mechanic shop to return the car they had traveled in. Afterward, he goes to his office's garage to pick up his car. He did not know that shocking news awaited him. When he gets to the office, he realizes that one of his colleagues has finally been promoted and he congratulates her. Unfortunately, she gives him the sad news. His pass is cancelled and he can't go in. He tries pleading with her, but instead, she calls security on him. Enzo sneaks in through another entrance to see Alicia, the boss, and his ex-girlfriend. But he runs into Marcin, a new hire and assistant of Alicia. He tells Enzo that his friend, the former assistant, is on vacation and he is his replacement. When Enzo tries going in to see Alicia, Marcin tells him that he can't because his contract with the company has been terminated. Due to this, Enzo cannot access the company card in his sports car. Enzo laughs nervously and suggests that it has to be a prank, but it isn't. He is confused by the recent happenings and tells Marcin that it was Alicia who ended their relationship. This is after seeing him with Monica on the magazine's front cover. Alicia is all out to destroy him and all that he has. Enzo submits the company's properties, even though he can't believe she has fired him. Meanwhile, Monica is at the headmaster's office. He expresses his disappointment that such a situation has to happen on the first day of resumption. He tells her how it is wrong of her not to pick up the phone while on vacation, even as several journalists harass the school. Monica needs to put in extra effort now more than ever because her new fame is causing misunderstandings with her school job. She proposes to teach extra classes, and this pleases the headmaster. Although, he warns her that that is the last chance she is given, as he did not want to deal with a celebrity and the trouble that goes with their status. However, on her way outside, Monica meets some journalists gathered outside the school's entrance, granting an interview to one of the parents who wanted her child to be in Monica's class because she is now famous. The woman is falsely telling the journalists that the school's administration has neglected and overlooked her daughter, but Monica interrupts the interview angrily. She insists on making a public statement and moving the interview away from the school's entrance. Monica takes the journalists further away from the school's premises, and right there the manager brings a car around. She hurriedly gets away from the journalists. After having a terrible day at work, Enzo takes the bus. As he is trying to buy the bus ticket, a fan recognizes him and is surprised to see him on the same bus, and he is. The fan thinks he is on paid commercial work for a new line of buses, and he takes out his phone to take Enzo's pictures. Enzo gets down at the next stop as more people recognize him. As the manager drives Monica, he tells her that he constantly gets interview offers. He pleads for her to impersonate Claudia one more time so she can tell her side of the story and properly give Claudia a send-off. She agrees, but on hearing who will interview her, she refuses to agree to the interview. The interviewer is the famous Raphael, who takes pleasure in bringing people down. Meanwhile, news has traveled fast about Enzo losing his job. People are staring at him as he goes to a broadcasting company in search of a job. On meeting the boss, he asks to take up a job offer he had with them before, but he is denied the opportunity. They have heard that Alicia fired him and no one wants to get on the bad side of Alicia. The show is about to start, but Enzo quickly walks up to the presenter and introduces himself. The presenter is Raphael and is the one to interview Monica. Enzo tells him to go easy on Monica in the interview. In the first interview, Raphael reveals a shocking secret about the writer he is interviewing, and the man walks away from the interview set angrily and filled with shame. Next up is Monica. She expresses her mixed feelings about exposing a secret on live television. Raphael then takes a jab at her for being photographed naked, but she replies that she has a good reason for being a model, but he has none for being a complete jerk. Monica is not going to let him embarrass her on live television, so she is fully prepared. Next, Raphael goes to meet with his boss, who is not pleased that their rating has dropped significantly. He suggests that things will be back to normal when he gets on their new kids show, but she says it will be worse. She, however, proposes a solution, which is to find a female co-host who everyone loves for the kids show. He is not pleased to hear that. He has been running a one-man show for quite a while, and now having someone share the spotlight with him did not sound pleasing. But he has to accept the terms so he doesn't lose his job. However, Monica is not pleased with the offer after being told by her manager. Enzo encourages her. Her interview appearance on the show raised the show's ratings, and the audience are pleased that she spoke her mind because most people are scared when they are interviewed by Raphael. Raphael comes to Monica's school. He is directed to her class, but she is not pleased to see him. He pleads with her to agree to the deal because his career depends on her reply. She refuses, but he makes her see the reason that this is different since it is a talent show for kids. He tells her of how highly impactful the show will be for the kids and that even part of the revenue will go toward orphanages. As someone who loves children, this deal sounds pleasing to her ears. He tells her he promised the producers that he will get an educator to be his co-host. She suggests it to her educators that may be interested. The headmaster meets them deliberating on the issue. Raphael meets with the headmaster alone in his office. He convinces him that the show will be of great benefit to his school. Meanwhile, Monica and two teachers are eavesdropping. The headmaster agrees to let Monica work with him for a day in the week because he also secretly likes show business. Enzo meets with their manager asking him if he has gotten another job offer for him. But Alicia has blacklisted him from the entire industry. No one wants him to work with them. He is sad about how his entire career is sinking. He is advised to wait till another person is blacklisted or find another career entirely. Enzo is not pleased to hear that because his passion has entirely been based on his career. He tells him he will get him one more interview in a couple of days. Hopefully, this will help him get back on his feet. As Enzo walks home, he sees his picture on a billboard being replaced with that of Raphael. He begins to accept that his career may indeed be over. Raphael catches up with Monica after school closes and still tries his best in convincing her to work with him. He shows her a video of kids talking about their passion in a bid to convince her. Seeing the video he showed her, she feels compassion for the children, and Raphael tells her that every child deserves a chance to achieve their dreams. When Monica gets home, she sees Enzo in a bad mood. She tells him about her day and how Raphael has been on her neck. Then he tells her that he has been fired. Monica can't believe her ears about this news. Next scene, Monica meets with her dad at the cemetery by her late mom's burial ground. He has been waiting for her and she forgot about bringing flowers. She tells him about the show proposal she has and he is pleased to hear of the deal. He encourages her to accept the deal because she is a goal-getter just like her mom used to be. Eventually, Monica accepts the deal and she is set to host the talent show alongside Raphael. Their first show recording kicks off and Monica seems rather nervous that they have to retake the introductory scene. After the first recording, Enzo picks Monica up, and Raphael brags about how they are perfect as co-hosts. Enzo is not comfortable with Raphael, especially as he is out of job and Raphael is the next big thing. Monica tells him not to be worried about Raphael, but Enzo feels threatened. She assures him that he can never be him. They argue about who will pay for the dinner, but Monica finally pays. As they kiss, someone takes a picture of them. At the next talent show, Monica is surprised to see one of the pupils from her school at the show. The headmaster is also present to encourage. As Enzo is walking on the street feeling enthusiastic about the meeting he has fixed for the day, he sees pictures of him and Monica from the previous night on a poster with a bad caption right on the street. He tries taking a taxi, but he can't because he can't afford it, so he resorts to running to the location. On getting there, he meets the interviewer, who asks if he has any skills that fit a professional career aside from show business, but doesn't have any and he can't get a job from the interviewer. Meanwhile, at the show, Monica and Raphael prepare to go on stage. The show producer and the boss talks about the flow between Raphael and Monica. Seeing that they have no natural flow together, the boss suggests that they should turn up the heat between them and initiate Plan B to get up the show's rating. Monica's show goes on successfully, but her relationship with Enzo starts getting strained. With Enzo losing his job, he feels threatened to see the closeness that has grown between Monica and Raphael. He is without a job and Raphael seems to be living his life in terms of career and relationship. While Monica goes to work, Enzo takes over the homemaking. Monica's father takes Enzo for a walk and tells him that everything turns out fine and he should not give up hope. He is confident that he can start all over again because he is young and resilient. As they admire a car, they bump into Alexandra, a lady who accuses Monica's father of destroying her car, but he tells her the car has been badly damaged and was beyond repair. Alexandra challenges him to prove that he is still a professional mechanic because she wants to join a car race competition. He accepts the challenge. At the show, the qualifying contestants are selected and one of the judges continually makes fun remarks at the kids. Monica cannot stand this as it will affect the children's self-esteem, so she speaks up to challenge him and in the defense of the kids. The show's producer tells them to stop recording and accosts Monica. She reminds him that she agreed to be on the show because they promised her that she will have a day on the show. When the judge wants to challenge Monica, Raphael steps into her defense. The judge has to accept to say kind words to the kids. Back at their apartment, Enzo is getting interested in cars. When Monica enters, she meets him on the sofa once again and tells him to quit sulking. She asks if he has even been out searching for a job and that he needs to step up and do something. After all, she has said, Enzo says he knew the job will change her but did not know it will be up to that extent. Monica walks away angrily even as Enzo says he is just joking. The next day, Enzo goes to Monica's dad's mechanic shop. He is ready to join him in the shop instead of sitting at home all day. Alexander walks in to remind Monica's father of their deal. Her presence startled him and he tells her he is being delayed because he has not seen the suitable parts for her car. As she walks out, one of the workers sees the way she looks at him and tells him to just ask her out and smooth things out over a date, but he feels defensive and sends him back to work. In the next scene, they drive to Alexandra's house and Monica's father is so nervous that Enzo laughs at him. She shows them the car that they will work on. Outside the talent show studio, Monica sees a girl crying and she approaches her. Monica tells her it's okay to cry as she also cried the night before when she fought with her boyfriend. Raphael walks in on them and stands behind them listening to their conversation. The girl says she is crying because one of the judges tells her singing is bad. Monica tells her not to believe him because what he thinks doesn't matter. Then she tells her she will go and find the man. After seeing Raphael, she hands the girl over to him so he can take her to her mom. Back in the show, the judges call on the next contestant, and Monica walks. They are surprised to see her but Monica comes in angrily. She walks up to the mean judge and tells him that if he ever insults any of the children, she will ensure that he is fired. The whole crowd applauds her for standing up for the children. Meanwhile, Enzo begins his training at the mechanic shop. Alexandra comes in to check on the progress. Monica's dad tells her to keep her up to date. There seems to be a force of attraction between them. Enzo goes to the mall for grocery shopping. He has finally decided to step up and stop sulking about his career. He wants to help Monica in the little way he can. After asking his friend for help on what to buy, he advises him to call Ania for help. After closing the show, Monica tries getting a taxi and Raphael pulls up beside her offering her a ride. She politely declines but later agrees as he insists. The show producer watches as Monica gets into Raphael's car and calls the boss to tell her that Plan B is in effect. On the way, Monica realizes that Raphael is not heading her way. He tells her he has to show her someplace beautiful. She borrows his phone to tell Enzo where she is because she is dead. Enzo is preparing the meal when he sees Raphael's call come in but did not pick up the call. He did not know that it is Monica that is calling with Raphael's phone. As he proceeds with his cooking, Ania records him and he pretends to be anchoring a cooking show and cuts his finger in the process. Raphael and Monica arrive at an orphanage and the kids are happy to see her. They play with the children. Afterward, Raphael tells her that he was raised in the orphanage and he feels he owes them. She forgives him for not telling her but she would have come with him if he had told her where they were going. Monica even promises to come with him anytime he wishes to come. Her passion for kids is second to none. Enzo has finished preparing the meal and has waited a long time for Monica to arrive. It is late already and he leaves the dining area to the bedroom upstairs. Just then Raphael drives to the house and drops Monica at home. He holds the door for her and kisses her on the cheek while embracing her. Enzo feels an intense heartbreak at that moment and walks angrily downstairs. Whenever comes in, she is surprised to see that he has prepared a meal. He accuses her of calling him for Raphael's phone and not informing him earlier of her plans. Monica tries explaining that it was not planned but Enzo doesn't believe it. He is so hurt that he tells her the job has changed her really and she also tells him that not having a job has also changed him so much. He cannot believe his ears. At the mechanic's shop, Alexandra walks in on Monica's dad repairing her car. He is surprised to see her once again. Her visits have gotten so frequent. He explains the progress so far to her. She tells him of how she loves driving from way back and hopes her car makes it to the finish line. The car has come a long way with her and is her only companion as she resides alone. Even though her son wishes she relocates with him to the United States, she commends his job so far and he assures her that her car will cross the finish line. His worker cuts in as they are talking and suggests they have a date. Alexandra agrees to the date and fixes it for the next day. Monica's dad is dumbfounded but he likes the idea though he didn't let it show. The headmaster is so invested in the competition and the spotlight that at every opportunity he gets, he always wants the pupil competing in the talent show from his school to be practicing. Meanwhile, Enzo has a new plan. Since he is now going to the mechanic's shop and he has a talent for show business, he has decided to be recording about cars. Ania records him with the phone camera and he talks passionately about the cars starting with Alexandra's car and its history. He talks about Monica's dad's effort in rebuilding the car back to working condition. After the records, the assistant at the mechanic shop tells him he would watch a show like that on TV, and this gives Enzo an idea. At school, Monica watches as the headmaster puts pressure on the pupil in the competition. He wants the boy to play professionally, forgetting that he is a child and can only play within his capacity. She is not pleased with this. After the encounter at the mechanic's shop, Enzo starts thinking of how to utilize the idea. He then sends a proposal for the idea. The next morning, he tells Monica that he was working all night but refused to tell her what he is working on. He wants it to be a surprise. Enzo asks her if they should give dinner another attempt and she agrees. At work, Monica receives a flower with a note from Raphael thanking her for the visit to the orphanage. She meets the show producer talking about having a script for the show. He cancels the interview with the children because it takes time, but the team says they have no problem working late. Meanwhile, Enzo meets with the manager, telling him about the car show prospects. Seeing how enthusiastic and thrilled he is about the idea, he tells him that he already talked to the executives about the idea and they all agreed that it is a great idea, but since it is coming from him, they are not interested. They don't want to work with him. He tells him that his career is over. Enzo can't believe his ears. Monica's father and Alexandra go on the date and he keeps talking about the car. He assures her that the car will be fixed. However, this is not why Alexandra is on the date. She tells him that she stopped caring about the car long ago, but she had hoped that they could be together and help each other. Monica's father suddenly gets disorganized and says he has to go. Alexandra tells him that she is also afraid to give it a trial just like him. This makes him sit and starts talking about the car again. She tells him that he is afraid to face his life again as he walks out. Once again, Enzo waits for Monica, but she is late again. This time he plans to propose to her, but since she did not make it in time, he packs up. When she gets home, he is not at home, but he left a note on the dining table thanking her for spending the evening with him. However, he has gone to sleep at his friend's place. He advises her to talk with Monica about everything, and he agrees to do that the next day. On the street, Enzo sees a picture of Monica and Raphael hugging on the front cover of a magazine. He goes to the show to see Monica. When he gets there, he meets one of the workers on the show. She tells him that Monica and Raphael are inseparable and he even bought her roses. When Raphael walks into the arena, he sees Monica and Raphael hugging. Disappointed, he says he can see they are working hard. Monica is shocked to see him. He accuses her of having an affair with Raphael. She tries explaining to him that nothing is happening between them, but he just won't listen because of all he has heard and seen. Then Raphael accuses him of sleeping with his fiancée. He says he got his career by sleeping around just like he did with his ex-boss Alicia, and now he is trying to find a new sugar mama. This gets Enzo angry and they get into a fight. They are separated and Monica walks away with Raphael as the show is about to begin. Enzo moves out of Monica's house. Monica's dad goes to see her at home. He seems troubled by trying to run away from a relationship with Alexandra. Monica asks him if he used to have lots of fights with her mom. She needs his advice concerning her relationship with Enzo, but he tells her that he is the last person that can give her advice. He is also battling his emotion about finding love again. He thinks he loves her. Meanwhile, Enzo feels devastated. Anya advises him not to give up on his dreams and that he can do the show without the help of others. She proposes he starts a YouTube channel and uploads his videos there. He is impressed with the video she edited. At school, Monica teaches the kids. One of the teachers tells her that someone wants to see her. She thinks it is Enzo, but it happens to be Raphael. He asks that she come with him on a boat ride with the kids. They have fun on the ride with the kids. After the kids have all left, he tells her that he just wants them to have privacy without interference. He has grown into her and he tries telling her, but words keep failing him. Then he kisses her suddenly. This takes Monica by surprise and she walks away angrily. As she walks away, she realizes that she has forgotten her bag. She goes back to pick it up and then catches Raphael speaking with someone on the phone about how he has been deceiving her. He then realizes that Monica has heard everything. He catches up with her as she walks away and tells her that everything that has happened is just PR. She can't change the world because the show has been rigged from the beginning to favor the organizers. Monica tells her manager that she wants out of the show because the show is not how she had anticipated. He tells her that she has to appear in the last episode because of the contract she signed. The next scene shows the car race competition. Monica's father brings the car for Alexandra and asks if he can ride with her in this show and many more to come. He is interested in dating her now and tells her he is not afraid anymore. At school, the boy competing tells Monica that he did not like playing the guitar and it is the headmaster that makes him join the competition. He likes mathematics instead, but the headmaster says it is boring. She tells him to always do what he feels like doing and not be influenced. As Alexandra's race is going on, her car breaks down. Monica's father tells her the car needs a good rider as she is complaining and he kisses her passionately. Monica is called to come to her father's garage and she meets Enzo there. He also received a call to come there from Anya. She tells him that the show is rigged. This comes as a surprise to Enzo and he has a plan for the finale. They made peace. On D-Day, he sneaks into the show and takes a camera. Meanwhile, the headmaster can't find the guitar boy. It seems he has taken Monica's advice and stayed back at home. As the show starts, Raphael says that the winner has been chosen by the viewers, but Monica throws in a jab asking if the viewers did choose. She keeps cutting into his conversation. The boss walks out of the show angrily. However, Enzo pretends to be a cameraman for the show and leads some children along. The boss is angry and on the phone. She says that Monica's mic should be cut if she continues throwing jabs. As Raphael introduces the finalist, he realizes that no children are coming on stage. Then Monica takes the floor. She tells them that every child that dares to come to the competition is a winner. The producer sees the reason for her speech and chooses to go with her against the boss's wish. All the children that have participated happily get on stage. Monica thanks all the students for their courage. While searching for the boy, the headmaster mistakenly gets on stage and begins a musical performance for the audience. He starts singing as he has always wanted to. This is why he is projecting his dreams on the boy. Raphael takes Monica aside and accuses her of ruining the show. He says everything in show businesses is for profit and nothing else. He didn't know that Enzo has everything on camera and it is being projected out live. She makes him confess everything that he has done so far. When he realizes that he is being recorded, it is too late. She makes him bow out as it is his last appearance on TV and says he will be donating his entire salary to his favorite orphanage. Right on the stage, Enzo proposes to Monica and she accepts his proposal even though he has forgotten the ring. Kindly subscribe and like for more videos. Thank you for watching.